Hey guys, I accidentally lost my audio footage for this video, but don't worry. What I decided to do is I'm gonna do a full audio overlay on top of this. I'm just gonna commentate on my own video after the fact because this video and the next Outlast video I lost both the audio to, but there was such good film. I decided that I'm gonna keep it. And I'm just gonna commentate over my own video, and I hope that you guys think that's cool, and hopefully it all turns out okay. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. See ya. Alrighty guys, hey, so basically I lost the audio and I'm gonna like go over and kind of explain everything. Like during this time too, if my voice does sound kind of raspy even in this overlay of recording, I was pretty sick and my voice is very raspy because I have a pretty severe cold. In the video I also got new glasses, which you will see from now on because I had problems with my eyes, so now I have glasses to help me see better and all that fun stuff. And my hair is very messy too, as you can see. Usually I have it done in my videos because I am very ill. And this video mostly, I'm just trying to figure out a part, which I went back and reviewed and found out how stupid I am. But we'll get to that later. Yeah, so like this video and the next video are just going to be me talking over my videos and commentating on how I am just kind of an idiot sometimes. But also how, like, I love the game. Like, this game is fantastic. And the video quality on this video is way better too because what happened before is I was having memory problems and I was trying to use a flash drive to solve that issue, and what I was doing was making the video skip. That's why the previous videos were skipping and freezing and having various issues and missing slight moments of video. So I decided to heck with all that, and now I'm just going to do what I'm doing. That way it's totally not even a problem. So basically, during this part right here, I was just kind of looking around, trying to figure out where to go, what to do. And as you seen, like read that one part, it looked like something was missing. In fact, it was a hook. And I had not known this area. This was an unexplored area at this moment in time. So I was like, okay, I need a hook. So I decided, oh hey, I'll just kind of explore around, not knowing what was right around the corner. In fact, and there was a few moments in this, like you've seen in the intro, that I completely and utterly was not aware. She came out of nowhere at that point in time and scared the living heck out of me. I only wish you guys could hear the audio on that one. Oh my gosh, did that get me? Because I did not expect her to be right behind me when I turned around. So here it is. I turned to the right, and at first I was going like, hey, let's go back in the left area here, but it looked way like I had been there before. So I decided that looked like I had been there before, and I believe I remember getting through this area in the last part of the game. So I went left. Now, sorry about that, guys. I am very sick at the moment, so talking is a little draining, so I will try to do my best. And then this woman came back, and of course, I hate this woman. But, you know, my great plan, I bailed so hard because, Jesus, this woman. And then I figured out these water things are almost way worse than anything else because you drown practically sitting in them, and they're just not even worth your time. But I stuck it out. I was thinking to use it, and at this time too, the woman really did seem to have a pattern. Like where you were would change her pattern. If you were somewhere where she would see you or spot you, she would definitely change her pattern to where you were. Sometimes she'd get stuck in an area. So, and basically by seeing that, I kind of understood where I needed to go because like she almost seemed to like puppy guard a certain area, which is like right where she came out of. Because like anytime you got changed position, got near there, she always circled like right in front of it. So my clue was maybe you're supposed to just bail past her, but I could not figure out where to go, and it's so obvious that I'm so stupid. Sorry guys, being sick, I have a very stuffy chest and throat, so it's really hard. If I make any disgusting noises, I apologize because it's very hard to like breathe at points and everything, but I'm sure you guys are cool with it. But you know, so you know, heads up, I'm very sick, so this is going to be the audio in this video and the next video in the Outlast series. At least the video quality is way better. I mean, video quality over audio is probably preferred. Yeah, basically in this point I was seeing if I could barely peek and keep my head above that maybe she wouldn't get me, but like I said, her patterns were distinctive. Like she didn't really come this way that much, and then once she crouches in this area here, she does walk past me, but then back, and she doesn't really explore any different routes. So I was starting to notice that, hey, maybe there's a pretty distinctive pattern in her walking, but, all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm boring you with all this game talk, but I am figuring it out. And so far, everything was going okay. I did drain quite a bit of battery life, though, and it's understandable for this woman. I honestly hope, like in the first game, the Piggy guy, he dies. If you haven't seen it, go ahead. I'd probably skip ahead 5 seconds so I don't spoil it. But he dies getting like thrown around and then through a vent and kind of gets like charaded. Yeah, he dies, but like it was such a uh, like vengeful death because like he had just bugged you the entire game, and she seems like the next Piggy guy. So I really hope she dies in like a kind of manner like that because oh my gosh, is she annoying! Like every time I'm trying to get any area, she always seems to be there, and she is the hardest person to get around because Piggy guy was like you could really avoid him easily. Sorry about that, but you could really avoid him, and he didn't jump scare me too bad. Most of the time when he jump scared me, it was like when it was like part of the story, like when it was like, oh hey, pops up in your face and scares you. But she has scared me relentlessly because she chases you down way more, and like Piggy guy was not as, I guess the way to say it was, as pursuing as her. And yeah, see, as you see right now, she is kind of just rocking back and forth, spitting out her uh, gibberish. And yeah, but like I realized that she had very specific walking pattern. And the cool about how much detail they put in this game was beautiful because if you noticed, as she walked away, her pickaxe was very defined, and there was also a cross, a rosary, in fact, I believe, swinging from the bottom, and that's to easily show you that she definitely follows Knot. And oh, Knot, don't even get started. Knot is sick and twisted. Like the last few episodes, I've just discovered that he is just as twisted as the heretic. It's like both sides are wrong in this situation. Like they both have false views. Like Knot is a just horrible rapist at this point in time, while the heretics are just evil in their own sense because they're just messed up to begin with. Like they never started off, I believe, even good, but still. Yeah, and then the cool thing was I found this area. I was trying to sneak past her in this area. In this area, she cannot get into at this point in time. So it's completely a safe zone, and I figured this out, that this area was definitely a safe zone. That guy is a jerk. He's the guy who ended up killing the people beforehand, which I had to cut out a part because there was nudity, which I was not aware of. And it threw me off, especially because like, I was recording, and I was just like, ah, crap, because I had to cut it, because I don't know if I could blur yet. Yeah, right here, I'm using my audio like detection thing, and I kept sensing that when you're in this spot, she like stays in an area. She doesn't really move around that much because either A, she gets stuck, or B, because you're in a safe spot, she doesn't like to move. And you can kind of hear her gibberish, and like right there, she's just like chilling and not really moving. Sometimes she does walk past though, like I think maybe she just gets stuck at times. But yeah, so right here I'm just kind of checking out the situation, trying to see if she's walking past. Like I'm really trying to survey the area and figure that out and all that stuff. So yeah, she's definitely a very pursuing person, and the only bad part is that she was everywhere in this map. Like no matter where you went, she would always check in the area, and her walking patterns almost seemed to be aiming straight for you. Like she didn't walk, like she looked in like very, if you were in a certain area, she looked in very obvious hiding places. So she was definitely gunning for you. This is definitely an area I believe you really had to just bolt past her or hide in very cleverly timed locations. But yeah, she wasn't moving, and sorry about that. Sorry, my chest is just killing me. So yeah, like that was basically what she was doing, and she was definitely throwing me off because I'm used to, especially Piggy, but he would always be walking around, and even though it was random, you could still kind of hear him and see him walking around. She's completely silent. The only really giveaway is her talking, like there, and also that she has like a little bit of a glowing lantern on her thing. But besides that, she's almost completely quiet. Piggy Man was very heavily walking. He did stick out. And right here, I was checking my batteries. I had 2 batteries left, but geez, is that not enough in this game? 2 batteries means nothing if you're in a good area, which I ended up having to use quite a bit later on. So sometimes I really do waste my battery, because like here, saying this entire time I wasted so much battery. I mean, luckily I got it back because, fun, I ended up dying quite a bit in this episode. I don't think I actually made any progress in this episode at all. Like, I just completely, utterly was just searching and trying to make a self-discovery. Like, I knew she came from that area, so my thought was, okay, the hook definitely has to be there. Because she always seems to be returning to that area. So, like, right here, I'm, like, slowly creeping forward to see if I can spot her. And all of a sudden, like, she just catches you straight up right here. So, like, I was screaming, of course, you were screaming around because, like, I didn't know where she was. So, I hid in the corner here, like, okay, I'll just hide. Maybe she won't see me. And if you look straight ahead, there's a split in the boards, like, right ahead, which I'm an idiot and didn't realize, like, yeah, like, right there, she scared the living hell out of me. But if you look, I stared right there, straight at the exit, and I did not even notice. So my first thought was, like, well, I'm going to die anyways, most likely. So, usually I was thinking maybe I could do a little discovering, but then I was, like, trying to bail and go into here. Like I said, I turned around right here and noticed the music stopped, and she didn't follow me anymore. So I realized, oh hey, this is completely a safe zone. Like, she completely and utterly cannot find me here. So, lucky me, I found a safe spot I can just stay and not move. So it's what I did for a little bit. And those are all just the documents I hadn't looked at or read before. So, I was waiting to see her move. I was trying to check the battery, but I forgot you have to stand to check how many batteries you have. And then I did, you know what I'm saying, because 3 bandages. I thought because I got hurt, which when she pulls you out and throws you, you get hurt for a second, but you definitely heal. I only think you really need to bandage yourself when she hits you a few times and actually does cause damage, like outside of hiding, because usually when they hide, they just throw you out. Yeah, sorry about that. I had an interruption during that point in time, so I had to pause the video for a little bit. Yeah, sorry. But as I was saying, like, yeah, this definitely, I thought they only hurt you, like, when they throw you out of the area, they only hurt you for a second, but it does heal, that wound does. As you can see, she just walked by. But, definitely does she, pursue you, and if she hits you, that's when you really definitely have to heal. Part of me, like I said, I'm very gruff, and, very sick, and I'm definitely trying to do this, because I like to record on the schedule and get you guys as many views as possible, and it's very hard today specifically because I am quite ill, and I may reiterate that point a little bit, but I'm very ill. I got caught a pretty severe cold where I actually have a fever right now, and it doesn't really show in my face because during this point in time I was feeling a little bit better than I am now, but it's been hitting me harder and harder throughout the day. I definitely was getting sick. I have had a fever, body aches, and I definitely been very stuffy, but playing games definitely is something to do. Like, when you're sick, it makes me feel better. So playing Outlast 2 really did get me feeling good, because, you know, even though other jump scares made me want to pee myself, it is definitely something that is really fun. Yeah, so I've enjoyed this game very thoroughly, and it actually is, honestly, an amazing game. Like, 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Like, I've always loved the Outlast games. I was waiting for this game so long, and playing this game is fantastic. And I cannot wait to get more and more into the story mode. Hopefully this time you'll get the original audio and not a voiceover. Yeah, but in the next part, and like I said, in the next part, I really do progress more. Like, this one was mostly just me walking around and hiding. Like, even in this grass area, like, oh, like straight across from it, you can see where she is right now. Like, she's straight across from me. But she definitely, it's like almost like she knows where you're at, because she definitely, like, she only looks at the area, like, mostly where the areas you are. Like, she definitely, her patterns are very distinctive. Like, whatever area you're on, she has a very specific pattern, because you see how she didn't walk down the area where I was, like, when I was in the room or behind the fence. She doesn't walk back there if you're in this area. Like, she almost is like puppy guarding the thing, and is almost built to find you. It's like almost like you're supposed to, like, run in there in a panic. Right here, I thought she wouldn't see me, but like I said, I was an idiot, and there I am running, thinking like I can beat her. So what do? As I come around this corner, and I'm thinking, oh hey, good place to hide, find a good place to hide. So I think, oh hey, maybe this tall grass right here, or the fence area, and I just backed myself right up into the corner, and she was right there. That scared the living hell out of me in the video, because she came out of nowhere, and completely and utterly terrified me. Like, right there I'm talking, but oh, did she scare me ever? It's because I turned around and she was right behind me. I didn't know she was following me that closely. I thought I had, like, a little bit of room and time, but she definitely was there. So here, she came after me, so I thought, hey, let me run out and bail. And as you see, she was right behind me, but as soon as I crossed our gate again to where she couldn't reach me, she backed off. So I knew for a fact that this was a safe zone, which is good to know because safe zones in this game are really hard to find. So this one was funny. Plus, it was really funny. The next episode, I explained a little bit of a glitch, which I didn't expect to exploit, but it was pretty funny, I thought. Because I think I accidentally froze her up. Because I believe she was supposed to, like, chase you, and I did something I didn't expect because I was curious. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go here, and I did, and I don't think they expected anyone to really do that. So I caused a glitch. It's pretty great, and I can't wait for you guys to see that one when I upload it, and I'm sure I'll go more into depth on that when we get there. So this time I understood, like, so this time I was like, okay, well, maybe if I crawl near the fence, and I was thinking maybe I'll try the area where it came from. Maybe I missed the hook. But in that tall grass, it's very delusional, so it was hard to really see where I was going. And I heard her walking, but I could not see her. It was just the scariest part. Because nothing's worse than not being able to see. And I caught her right there. But then she walks away, and then I completely and utterly lose track of her. Because she goes behind the fence there. And then I have no idea where she went. So I slowly just kind of crawled my way out of there, which is crazy. In this episode, I was really playing it safe. And I made no progress because I was just spending way too much time running around in circles, and it was not fun to just kind of go nowhere in an episode. But it's okay, all is well. Like the next episode, I made way a good amount of progress. Like I really did. You see, like there, it's almost like she knew I was there, because she stopped. Like I said, she didn't even continue going forward. She stopped and turned back to me, and I wasn't even moving. But here, like, she almost seemed to, like, exactly know where I was at every time I hit somewhere. So, like, right here, I started to slowly move forward. And, definitely was I not ready for her to be around this area. Because she really was super puppy guarding where it needed to go. Which should have been an indicator that that was the correct path, but I definitely did not see it. So, for sure, was I caught off guard by all of this. And yeah, I did mock her quite a bit in this because, man, I had been in this area for so long in this episode that I was able to just hear her go through her entire circle of lines, and then she keeps repeating them and repeating them. It got so annoying. But I think fear really replaced the annoyance. And right here, I completely got myself lost. And as you can see, like, my battery is getting quite low right there in the corner. Like, I am using it way too much better. And then I found out she was, like, right in front of me. So, yeah, I was trying to play it really stealthily, this one, but I don't think that was generally the path I wanted you to take. You're really supposed to just kind of, like, run past her and make it to an area, but it's really hard to figure that out because you're, like, pretty much in any Outlast game, you know stealth is the key. Like, you have no defense. You're completely 100% stealth. And I wasted so much time thinking that that was the key, when reality was I was supposed to be just using my head, because there was a complete and utter, like, it was like someone pointing a giant finger to the path, and I missed it because, like, the gate was right there and there was a crack in it, and I had forgotten that was, like, a part of the game where you could just slip through something, and it was there, so I didn't. Yeah, and she definitely follows Noth. And I hate that guy. Like, I can utterly say I hate that guy. Because he is just a jerk, and definitely, like, just a jerk and a rapist. And then a baby killer on top of that. Like, he's sick. Like I said, see, yet again, she finds me and throws me out. Like, it's almost like she completely knows where I'm at. So, of course, this time, I try to run back into here, but then she catches you, like, right. I was, like, a few steps in, and she caught me and threw me right back out. So, which was not good. So, I tried to run, like, away down a path. Like, I tried to run basically back the wrong way I came, and then I took a wrong turn, and then I turned around and she was right there. So I definitely took the wrong path. So then I was trying to run back to where I was, and I definitely did not go the right way. Um, yeah, I got down here, and yep, I tried to run, and she caught me right on it, and then killed again. Excuse me. Man, if I had a nickel every time she killed me, dude, I'd be rich. So yeah, like she'd kill me 1,000 times, and it was just starting to get to the point where I was like losing my mind because she just kept repeatedly killing me and killing me, and oh man, was I getting sick of it because like it was like running in loops for so long in this episode, trying to figure out what was the right path when reality was I was just an idiot. So I went back and reviewed my footage, and I was looking to see when I was running in that one spot, and I saw the fence, and I was like, oh, right there. So I knew that that was my place. But in this episode, I completely and utterly did not understand where I was going. So I was just running around like an idiot for like hours. And right there, I'm sure I'm explaining something, but I don't even remember what anymore. This was definitely really panicky because it was like a chase scene forever. Excuse me one second. I promise that next time I record, I won't be this sick, and I should be pretty cleared up. But right now, I don't understand. I'm probably a lot harder to understand than I usually am. I mean, even though then I'm probably hard to understand because between my video and between that and just my audio problems I always have, it definitely is not as fun, and I apologize for that. So I'll try to get these videos out to you guys as soon as possible and figure it out from there. And I'm going to start mixing in a few other small other mini fun games I like to play, like for the moment within this game. And when this game's done, I'll try to find another big title I can play for a little bit, so that way you're not just getting bored. So I'm not just putting out one type of video and that's it, because that does drag on. So after this, I'm definitely doing that. And yeah, like right now, the good thing about losing my audio and doing this is I can definitely talk to you guys about future plans for the channel. I definitely have a goal. Like my next goal is definitely to get to 10,000 views in total, because then at that point I can actually think about becoming an official YouTuber and making this possibly a career. And yeah, might be a long time, but I'm willing definitely to stick it out because I love doing this, and this has actually turned out to be so much fun. A lot more work than I thought it was going to be, but definitely worth it. It's worth every late night, worth every audio cover, every bad video take I put up. Even if it's cringy and horrible, I still put it up because it's a step toward what I want to get to. And this game was definitely one of those steps where it was really fun, and like I said, I start to love and understand games a lot more when you play them and watch it and understand it more. You're not just going through the motions, you really got to take time to review it and see how much fun you're having. And you see, like right now, like she's doing the same pattern. Like she never walked by here before until I was by the fence. She has very specific patterns. And God, was it so annoying. Like, I really wish I just knew where I was going so I could have just bolted past her in the first episode and just gotten out of there. But definitely was this annoying. Like, this entire episode was almost completely unnecessary. But it was still fun footage, and I thought you enjoyed it. This was super fun right here, though, because I'm an idiot. If this is the episode, I believe. Sorry about that. Like, she sees me, like right here, though, too. Like, I think she sees me right here. Is it this one? Like, I'm just standing up, and I got so surprised when she saw me. Hold on, let me see. I'm sure it'll show it. I was trying to look for her, but hold on one second. Let's see if I. Yeah, it shall be my glory. Yeah, actually, right here, I was like, hey, how did she see me? And she was like right on the other side of the hay right there, and she just stared straight at me. Right there, I got hurt, and then I think I ran back with the same spot I ran before too. Oh no, I ran to a different spot this time. Yeah, I like locked location. and I decided like, hey, let me jump in this barrel right here. Which, by the way, was unexpected because it just turns out it was blood. I was like, oh god, this does not look like what I should be in. And it was blood. So then I came up slowly, just get oxygen and pop back down. But I started to legitimately drown in the blood right here, because I thought that it was like one of those mechanics where you step out of the out of something for a little bit, and then like you completely refill like your oxygen or something. But no, like you actually had to stay out for quite a bit. So I had to slowly like peek my head out a bunch of times to really get out. But I started slowly drowning because like I didn't expect this to be full of water. I just honestly thought it was just gonna be a barrel, and as soon as I knew it was water, and she really puppy guards the area, I knew I was really dead. And right here, I think I seen her. Hold on. Is it this one? Oh no, next time, like, I pop my head up and I completely and utterly, like, I think I glance at her and I see her, like, coming after me. No, was it this time? No, it was the next time. I caught my breath and then I went under. And I was trying to peek up to see where she was, and then I caught, like, a glance at her, I think. And then I still thought, like, hey, it'd be a good idea to just kind of, like, sit, like, right here. I ducked right back in, but she's caught me so good. And she pulls me right out and throws me out. And then I turn and run. But I get killed, like, before I can even make it. Yeah, this episode was so just... And then right here I decided that, yeah, I'm going to review my footage. And because I had died to her so many times, I wasted so much time just dying. So anyways, guys, if you want to like what you've seen, like and subscribe. If you guys want, you can follow my Twitter down below. And hopefully next video isn't like this. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys next time. And remember, stay awesome. See you guys.